All right, let's talk big picture now. And joining us right now is ABC News Political Director Rick Klein. Rick, right now in Washington, D.C. this week, the big story seems to be the impeachment inquiry. And I'm just wondering into President Joe Biden. I'm just wondering, does this thing have any teeth? I mean, you look back in time, how many presidents recently in modern history have been impeached? President Clinton, obviously President Trump twice. I don't think there was any inquiry into Bush or into Obama, although maybe the Republicans were trying that. But does this, obviously they're not going to remove President Joe Biden. So does this impeachment talk really matter all that much?
Well, the short answer is no. I mean, they're not going to remove him. As you mentioned, they don't have the votes in the House to even launch an inquiry, which, Kevin McCarthy has said in the past that you need to authorize this on the floor of the House. He didn't even try because he knows he doesn't have the votes. This is a fishing expedition. It's also a little bit of Kevin McCarthy trying to cover his own backside because he knows that he doesn't have the votes to keep the government open right now. He also could lose his job at any moment if some of the conservatives in his conference decide that he's not being loyal enough or isn't making good on his pledges. So a lot of this, I think, is just letting off some major steam. But where it does have consequences is that an impeachment inquiry, at least on paper, does allow access to a lot of information. It does bog down a White House. This is going to be a long, laborious, time-consuming, and pretty ugly process for the White House if passed as precedent. And even if this doesn't result in any kind of vote on the House floor, they're going to have to spend a lot of time and energy doing this, and it's going to have a political toll where people are going to ask questions, even if they're not based on any evidence. People are going to wonder about potential Biden misdeeds, even though, again, the Republicans admit right now they have no hard evidence of something that's an impeachable offense.
Yeah, it certainly plays into this narrative that even those in the Democratic Party are not too enthusiastic about Biden per se, up for re-election. That could there be talk of another candidate in play there? So far, that doesn't seem to be the case. But we talk about Republican leadership, and on the other side of the aisle, or on the other chamber, the Senate, Mitch McConnell says he's not going anywhere despite these recent very public health episodes. I know Florida Senator Rick Scott has at least expressed some interest in perhaps taking over that mantle, but right now McConnell says he's going to keep his job. Does the Republican Party, between McConnell and questions about McCarthy and whether or not he's actually in control of the House, do they risk becoming sort of this headless horseman, so to speak, where there are serious questions about those key leadership positions in the Republican Party?
Yeah, look, if you're in congressional leadership, you're only as powerful as your members allow you to be. McCarthy finds that out every day that he has these threats. You remember the 15 ballots that it took for him to even become Speaker at all back in January. And the fact that his members can force an up or down vote on his leadership really means that they control his fate. In the case of McConnell, he's been able to keep a stranglehold on the party. You mentioned Senator Scott. He did challenge him, but he's not challenging him now. And to me, that speaks volumes. McConnell will be in control until McConnell isn't in control anymore. Right now, he remains there, and it's his own members that are allowing it or admitting that this is the reality of the situation. By all accounts, he's better closed doors than he's been in these kind of public freezing episodes. But yeah, I think anytime the party can feel like it's going a little bit rudderless is a concern. I think, though, that is the reality of congressional leadership and of the close majorities we're talking about. Of course, McCarthy has one of the narrowest majorities in the history of the House, and McConnell would have the majority but for another member or two. So these are very narrowly divided conferences and very narrowly divided times.
Yeah.